Hey guys, Wowguy233 here, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make the auto harvester in Minecraft. Basically what this does is when you flip this lever, anything that you've been growing will automatically harvest and come right to you. This is really handy and is easy to make in survival, so let's get started. First, what you want to do is you want to place 3 cobblestone vertically. Then place about 10 or so, however long you want your field to be. Usually it's probably going to be around 8, but I usually make mine around 9 or so. But then you place 3 more cobblestone vertically, and then you place about 10 long, and so that's going to be the width of your field. And then you place 3 more cobblestone vertically. After that, you connect it up to where you started. So I started over there. So I'm going to place 3 vertically and then connect it up. So you should have a nice little frame like this. After this, what you want to do is behind your frame, behind the back of your frame like this, you want to place cobblestone all the way behind it, but so that it doesn't go behind the pillars. After that, you want to take pistons and you want to place them on top of the cobblestone that you just placed. Actually, you want to make that one longer so that the water has room to flow. So then you place the pistons on those, and then behind those, so it should look like this, nice little row. Behind the pistons, diagonal from them, you want to place some more cobblestone, and you want this to be 2 long. This is where we're going to wire our redstone later. So you see we have our nice little setup. So after we have our little setup here, what we want to do is we want to place one on top of the pillar near our pistons, and we'll place one on the other end. And then after that, we will place one more on top, so it should equal 2 total that we have placed. And then you want to connect them up so we have our nice little square. After that, you want to leave a space between the pillar and your next column, and you want to build that up to equal your other column. And then we're going to basically make a second square like we did here, and it's going to reach the ground. Afterwards, you want to place some cobblestone in the space you didn't fill. So we have our nice little box here, and across from our pistons, we want to place some more cobblestone. So the only thing that should be showing at this point is the back sides of our pistons, and that's because we're going to have a nice little box where our water is going to go. So then we just finish it off by placing some more cobblestone on top of that, and then we take some water so we can get an accurate reading of where our water is going to flow. Also, at this time, you are probably going to want to take glass, the glass block, not the glass pane, and you are going to place it underneath the first square so that you can see that your water is flowing. After that, you're going to take some cobblestone and place it underneath the glass. And so now we have it to where if we press the lever that we're going to wire, that it will stop the flow of water. Next, what we want to do is we want to take and we want to carve out the sides of our whole thing here. So diagonal from the pillar, you want to start carving it out to where your field's going to be, and then you want to carve one underneath the cobblestone that's around like your frame. So now we can go ahead and wire our thing after we go ahead and carve this side out. And then what we want to do is we want to wire it. So we're going to take redstone repeaters and place one behind each piston so that we get an individual power flow to each one. Then we want to wire it either to the left or to the right. And you want to wire it all the way up to the front of your whole mechanism here. And then place a lever. Now you want to turn the lever on and then find where your power ends. So mine ends right here. Then place a repeater. And then place one more to continue the power of flow. Or I mean the flow power. So now what we have is we have our nice little circuit going. So now you can see that the water flow has stopped because the pistons are out. But we want to make it so that when we turn the lever on, it turns it off so that it's always out. So what we do with that is we clear 3 redstone in our circuit. We place one piston so that the redstone is flowing to the cobblestone block. And then we take a redstone torch and we place it on the other side. So now we wire it so that when we turn the lever off, so that when it's on standby, we can turn it on, and that way it will always be to where it's not flowing. After this, we're almost done, so we take our water buckets and we place them where we place water right underneath the cobblestone in our little thing that we carved out here. After this, you want to find the middle of your whole thing, and you want to cut out about 3. So if all works, it didn't work there. Actually, just cover that back up. But you can shorten this or lengthen it however you want. So now we take our hoe and we find some seeds. And now we carve out some patches. So we carve out about 4 from our frame. And you can see that they turn dark brownish. That's because the water that we put in our little thing here is able to get to it so that it can grow whatever is on that patch. And you can see there's only a small area that probably won't be covered by the water. So then we take whatever we want to plant, whether it be grain, watermelon, pumpkin, or whatever, and we place it in here. Actually, I don't think pumpkin will work, but we place the seeds or whatever we want to grow in our patch, And you can see that they receive water. So now our stuff is growing. And after a while, once it's all nice and grown, also you can take some glowstone, which actually looks pretty cool, and you can put it on the pillars like that so that you can see in the night, or you can place it up here, whichever you want. And so after a while, we can see some results because our patches are receiving water and our seeds are growing. So once they're all nice and ready to be harvested, you just flip the lever, the water comes out, and delivers the seeds right to you. You can run along here and pick them up, and then once you're ready to plant some new ones, you can come along here and you can place them, and then do that as much as you want so that you can harvest pretty much infinite amounts of seeds. So it's a pretty simple thing. It just requires a lot of handiwork, but for the most part it works pretty good. In survival it's really, really helpful. So yeah, that's pretty much the trap, or not the trap, but the mechanism. So I hope you guys enjoyed my harvester tutorial in Minecraft. Remember to subscribe, rate, and comment, and I will see you next time. You smart son of a bitch. That's it. I'm gonna hoe your ass. Yeah, I'm gonna hoe your ass right into the sun. Yeah, feel good? I feel good? Like when I hit you with my hoe?